All right, welcome to Soul River. Holy jeez, we are filming Soul River. Wow. Oh, this is going to be a great one. This is probably my favorite game on the Dreamcast, Soul River 1. Soul River 2 was not on the Dreamcast. It was delayed on PlayStation. Horrible tragedy. I know, I know. This is one of my favorite games on that console. It goes way back. It's basically the story of like a divine race of vampires at the time. They were ruling over men for a long time, and they were ruling over with the ruleship of Cain, which was basically like their god or whatever. And they needed to prove themselves to Cain, right? Because he was like grand and all, and you had like the loyal soldiers, which Raziel was part of, and he was like the young buck at the time, and he was basically like really faithful to Cain, right? And he really wanted to prove himself. He was basically dedicated to him and trained his whole life to be great. And he did, right? He became very like strong, and he developed himself like a new body parts, like wings and stuff, and he became like a really beautiful being. And there was like this day of the reveal, right, where like Raziel would kind of show like his whole lifetime of training and dedication to his master, and he wanted to show like this has been the results of my effort. And he went to do this, right? He when he did show himself to Cain, Cain was like, "Holy fuck! Look at this guy! Kill him!" Right? He was so grand, and like he became such a big like spectacle. Raziel did that. Like Cain was like, "Yeah, throw him in the pit." And the pit was something that was reserved for like traitors and like scumbags and the most filth of society. Well, Raziel was kind of like the holy of holy, right? He was his dedicated follower. He was like he should have been like his successor. He should have been like the guy that would like take charge after like Cain's passing, basically. He was like the next in line. So he wasn't like the street filth. So basically, he was thrown into a pit, sentenced to death as like a traitor or whatever, right? Like he was part of the filth. He didn't die in the pit. He should have, but he didn't. He was protected by like a higher being, but his soul was in agony for like ages and ages and generations, and his body transformed into this monster devouring soul devouring thing, and he sworn for revenge for what Cain has done to him, and revenge over him and his brothers. So yeah, let's get into it. I wanted to start playing Soul Reaper 2 because obviously, like I know the story, but yeah, okay, let's get into Soul Reaper 1, and we'll slowly make our way to Soul Reaper 2.
Cain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Cain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine.
Divine.
Cain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
Surpassing. Look at that face.
transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony.
Agony. Wow, this looks beautiful, by the way. This looks amazing.
There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation.
Hey, look at these guys just throwing his brother in the pit.
To suffer the
They're like, are we really fucking doing this?
to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Yet I lived. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That's amazing.